there, it's Faye. I am back with episode 5 of Hogwarts Legacy. So, last time we found out a little bit about Isadora, the other 5th year that started probably a couple hundred years before we did, and we learned about her ability to utilize this ancient magic that no one else seems to be able to see except for a select couple of people. So, in this episode, we're going to be working on some of the main quests, so we're probably going to do both of these. We're going to go to Herbology class first, and then we're going to go ahead and go to Lower Hogsfield, and we can do that quest and Professor Hecat's assignment at the same time. You will find out why when we get there. But first, we're going to start with Herbology. Yeah, it's been like, today's been crazy, honestly. Like, already I'm growing more than I was expecting to. I haven't gotten any new subscribers since I posted my first video, but I've been getting more views than I was expecting to get as someone so early in her YouTube session. And so I wanted to take the time to thank you guys for stopping in and listening, and welcome to the community. I don't know the best way to say this, but the community that I want to build is one that can be a safe space to all people, no matter who you are, who you identify as, what you identify as. Like, I just need to be a safe space for the people who feel like they don't have one left. And I want to be able to help you on the days where you literally just want to sit on the floor and cry. Because I have had those days. There are days where I'm just so exhausted from my chronic illnesses that I literally can't get up off my bed to do more than get a drink. Sometimes I can't even do that. So I just want to be that person that says, hey, you know, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here to listen. And I'm here to distract you from what's going on. So, that being said, I really would love to hear some feedback about what you guys want as far as what games that we can play. I've got a whole bunch of different Dragon Age games. I've got a few different sandbox games. I have My Time at Portia. I have My Time at Sandrock. I've got both House Flippers. I have The Sims. I have, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Sunhaven. There we go. I've got The Witcher 3 and Ark Survival Evolved, and Survival Ascended. I've got both of them. So anyway, just let me know in the comments what you'd love to see, because there are days where I can really just focus in to one game, and some days where I need a little bit of a distraction if something gets stressful, or if I just get really frustrated with the quest that's going on. Sometimes I need to be able to move to a different game in order for it to be okay to move back to this one, so just let me know. Also, I would love to give you a little fun fact here. Professor Garlic, which is our herbology teacher, her voice actor is called Maura Quirk, that's her name, and she voice acts for the audiobook version of a wonderful series called The Parasol Protectorate, which is, not the Parasol Protectorate, I think it's the Finishing School Books by Gail Carriger, and it stars a girl named Sophronia Angelina Temenick, and it's in, I think, like, late 1800s, and it's like the funniest series of books, and it's good for kids up into their mid-teens. I would say probably the earliest I would personally let a kid read it would be 13, but up to you. You're a parent, if you are a parent, and that's a decision that you get to make, but it's a great series. I highly recommend it. Parasol, I keep doing that, the Finishing School series by Gail Carriger. So, just check it out, do a favor. Alright, and we'll get into this.
morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
I have no idea if those are cotton or garlic.
Rip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
Well, that was something.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Well, that was loud. That was a big noise.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Honestly, she is like the cutest professor I think that I've seen so far, because she looks like a little fairy woman, and it's so cute. I love her character design.
Make it Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with
Your part in all.
Nope. There we go. Interact. There we go. I did not want to talk. I wanted to put seeds in a pot. There we go.
Well done. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that
She sounds
some
way too
plants are
excited
better
about
suited
that.
to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I love it. She's like one of my favorite voice actresses. She's wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead. Sorry, bestie. Let me walk around ya.
Hello.
Alright.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
That's
I'll
nice.
be
Can we
showing
go
you the
now?
Chinese... Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you
I'm
outright
totally not
slaughtered him.
stealing plants.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cab. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay, so we're gonna go to tab, select, and blink. Oh!
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Those are some big teeth.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I do believe that I have frightened him.
I'll see you back in class.
I think I've made him wary of my existence by accident. I was just thinking, you know, if we could get one of those Chinese chomping cabbages to chomp on Mr. Ranrock, I think we'd be in pretty good shape, personally. Ooh, a chest. Money! Yeah, we can, it's like 0 harm, I think, to your reputation if you just yoink plants.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Where is he? Is that this one? Oh. I do think he's getting his fingers bit. If you wouldn't poke your finger in the frickin' toothy plant, maybe you wouldn't get your fingers chomped on.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay, so that's that quest complete. I have to say, it's kind of funny. Oops. I did not mean to throw another cabbage. I have to say that, like, I love plants. I love having plants. I'm very good at killing plants. I can kill every single simple plant that there is, without fail. And it's just a special gift of mine, which means that I will probably never have a true live plant. Stop throwing the freaking cabbages! Here, we'll select. Not a cabbage? Can I just have it blank? Okay, I don't get to have it blank. I'm just gonna waste my cabbages, apparently. Okay. Quest, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, potions class. We'll do potions class next. Yes, we have things to look at. Okay. Let's go ahead and go meet the ferocious Professor Sharp.
Reparo.
Oh, not that button. T. Let's go ahead. That's not the right one either. There we go. Okay. Light. Excuse me? Do I have to talk to the girl with the quest first? Hello? Excuse me. Oh, there she is.
There's something in there.
Hello. I don't believe we've met. Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Alright, now we get to, I think this was supposed to be like the intro quest as to how these paintings
I
were.
should look around in case it's nearby.
Is it in a corner over here? Hello? Oh butterfly, wherever is the butterfly? Is it up here? Oh, do you light up? Hey! It's magic. That's cool that there's a little dragon dude on it, though. Okay, well, it says the location's over here, but
This looks like the location from
unless
the painting.
I'm nuts, the butterfly
What
isn't
would be
here.
so special about it?
Oh, it's right there.
Let's get you back to your
We're
frame,
gonna
Miss Hannah.
pretend that didn't happen, and please, I swear I'm not stupid. I'm just a little bit blind.
I knew there was a connection.
Ta-da!
I should tell Aurora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Cool. Painting acquired. Alright, and we're almost to level 11. Sweet.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Cool.
The moth!
Alrighty.
I should have seen that.
Yes! Okay, so we just got one of my favorite appearances. So I am like, I have a weird gender identity where like I consider myself mainly female, but also there are days where I really just need to be a classy businesswoman who cross-dresses. So I do, however, absolutely frickin' love just wearing these adorable dresses that are older fashioned and make me happy. So we're going to wear them because they make me happy. And occasionally I may change them up, but for right now I need this in my life. Okay, let's go ahead and do. And we are officially level 11. Hallelujah. And then, this one. We need to make sure we are retracking the potions class quest because I totally got sidetracked. And we're like level-wise way above where we need to be, but honestly it doesn't really matter. It just means you progress faster, and it makes life easier for when it comes time for the end of the quest lines.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay, so we get to play with potions now. Oh, is this going to be interactive?
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
I'm spitting my mouse, I swear.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
And we get to stir. Do. I think we were successful.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
The first one done.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
Thank you.
And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased.
Cool.
Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Cool. Ah, joy. A test.
My
Okay.
parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Uh-oh, it's a Weasley human.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Stealing from the potions master seems like not a good idea. That seems like a good way to get a case of diarrhea for an hour and a half.
I don't know, Gareth.
Maybe
I don't want to
more.
get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
No.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Thank God. I do not like stealing. Stealing, I mean, I don't like breaking rules, and that would be breaking rules. Memorandum. Date 31st of September, 1875. From Auror Office. Subject, Borgin and Burkes. Borgin and Burkes has an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more Aurors to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. Okay, so he's an Auror. Money? Money! Hallelujah. No, leaving the Fooper feather there.
Your potion station's organized and free. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot
And
be
a
rushed.
Durus potion.
Have patience
Ooh.
and be thorough.
Okay. So it enhances the drinker's chances of success in their endeavors, specifically by revealing the locations of large loot chests on the mini-map for one in-game day. I might need to get that later. Let's go ahead and do that for now.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Well, that was fun.
Dragon
Oh,
Dog.
wow.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Well, that was fun.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
We'll let this brew too. We'll let it brew while we're talking to him, because I want to know what the luck potion does
I
in
brewed an
person.
Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay,
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Let's grab our Felix Felicis potion. Felicis? I don't know. And then let's go ahead and walk out of here.
My robes are going to reap inspiration.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm going down that way when I haven't even selected a quest yet. My words are just like tripping over each other, so I apologize, and hopefully you just think it's funny. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Lower Hogsfield. Actually, I'm gonna go to Hogsmeade first, because in Hogsmeade, I have the ability. It should be over here. Aha! I have the ability to now buy a broom. I think I have enough money because I think it's only like 1,000 for your first broom, and I've got stuff that I can sell. But I'm very excited because broom travel makes my life so much easier. It takes freaking forever to get anywhere when you're going on foot. Yay, another page. I could have sworn I saw one floating around. Okay, apparently I'm just nuts. Alright, let's go into this shop right here. Excuse me. Hello? Okay, so I just don't get to get a broom yet. Got it. Yeah, it's locked without hope of getting through. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay. So now we're just gonna make the run over this way. And hope we don't get lost. Ooh. On the bright side, though, it means I will be able to find a lot of the pages that I need to be able to get. So, that's something at least, and maybe we'll get some other fun things on our way. Let's grab this. Got mushrooms, cool. Yeah, we're out in the wilderness for the first, well, out unaccompanied in the wilderness for the first time. It's honestly kind of great, because it means we can go around and not have to worry about going out of quest zone and being respawned, because it does do that in this game if you're doing like a follow quest, like you follow someone to a specific place.
Revelio.
No clicky doos, okay. That's depressing music. Sounds like someone died. Alrighty, so let's make our way this way. Get the mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, I'm like... This is something where I feel like... I guess I should specify what this is. Playing games and accompanying people through the journey of growing, both as a person, as a gamer, as anything, just growing in the presence of other people, is honestly something that I really appreciate. Woo! Well, that didn't go well. And I appreciate that I've been given that opportunity through YouTube right now, and I'm appreciative even more so that it's starting to be even a teeny bit successful. Like, honestly, I was totally expecting nothing to come of this. I was expecting maybe a view from family members, and that's it. But already I've gotten like 12 to 13, maybe even 14 views on the few videos that I've managed to put together in the span of 2 or 3 days. And it's wild, honestly. Like, I can't believe people are watching. It's crazy. So I really hope that you're excited as I am to go on this journey. And I hope that you guys will stick with me while we're working on it. So, enough sappy stuff. Let's talk about future plans as to what direction Hogwarts Legacy is going to go. I will be making eventually individual videos about some of the more hard to find locations and or achievements. Like if there's a specific side quest where it's like, this is a map and you need to be able to find the location on the map, then I will definitely be making a little individual short video where you guys can say, hey, this is how we're supposed to get to this specific location, this is how we're supposed to do it, this is how this works, etc., etc. And so that'll be kind of like a separate mini-series of, this is how you do things. Oh, well, it's just leading us right back to Hogwarts and going through, apparently. That's annoying. And so that's kind of where I'm planning on going with Hogwarts Legacy. We're definitely going to be finishing all of the mainline quests. We're probably going to be doing all of the side quests, all of the relationship quests, and I will try my best to make sure that you guys get to experience as much as I do as the player, and hopefully we can work on that together. Okay, I need a separate spell in order to activate that. I didn't even know that was up there. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and I will meet you guys when I'm all the way over in Lower Hogsmeade, unless something interesting happens. Alright, we're back. We have finally found Natty. There are a couple side quests that I would like to grab real quick before we talk to her. Over here, let's grab this quest. Of course. What can we do?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Okay.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity.
We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Okay.
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock.
Let's go ahead, and I have to untrack Hogwarts. No, Hogsmeade. Let's do remove waypoint, world map, and then...
Down in the sea.
Okay, there we go. It sounds as if she's a little bit stuck up, but we're not going to hold that against her. I'm still going to get her astrolabe for her because there are, I believe there are various armor pieces and whatnot that can be up here in the Black Lake, so we're going to dive for them anyway, even if I may not want to.
The Smedley family astrolabe is.
Diving. What did we come up with? Oh, a scarf. Cool. Let's go to the second one. And a school uniform. That's an improv. Nope, not improv. Improved piece. There we go. My English is really struggling. Okay, and then this last one should be the astrolabe. Nope. Is it this one? Ah! Boink. How about this one? Hallelujah. Ooh, and some potions. Awesome.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Excuse me, there we go. It's like, no, you shall swim very slowly. And I'm like, wait. Okay, get to rock skip. Oh, that's cheating using your wand. Okay. I was never good at rock skipping myself. I always thought it was fun to watch, but I could never get the hang of it. We'll go on the docks. Come and say, hey, I got your stuff.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Nope.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Cool, another
Thank you
side
again.
quest completed.
And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
What I would like to do is, I see there is a treasure spot over there, but I'm afraid. Come here. I just want to smack him from a distance and hope it works. Kindly come here. No, okay. I think he's stuck. Works for me. This is gonna take freaking forever. Okay, he is well and truly stuck, so I think we'll be fine. It just means it's annoying and it takes forever. There we go. Challenge unlocked. Defeat Dubbox. Cool. Can I have this now, please? Pretty please with extra cheese. There we go. Cool. So I guess now we can go back over here and check out the armor we got and see if we can put all this on. We should be able to, but you never know. Okay, I can definitely put that on. And we have to, unfortunately, fix the appearance every time. It's annoying. And then, which one's better? That one, for sure. Go in here. 17, 22, minus 4, 28. There we go. Okay, that's actually a pretty scarf, but it doesn't match. Okay. And then this one is still locked for another level, which is kind of unfortunate. That one's locked for a level. I can wear this one. Let's wear that appearance again. Cool. And we are all set. Alright, let's go talk to Natty.
It is good to see you, my... Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
I'm kind of disappointed that I walked all this way just to talk.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Joy. Let me pop into the quest tab, and we're gonna put this up so that way we know. But threatening sounds a good deal like we get to smack people around. So let's go ahead.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied!
Fight, 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 fight. Bonk.
Put it out!
Okay, I'm gonna let him sit here for a second. And then... Ta-da! The first two. I completed dueling feats.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
That's nice, dear. That's what you think. Okay. Okay, so 3. Ooh, I did not dodge that one. Ouch!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Hello? Oh. Schmeck. Cool.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts.
Well, that's a slap in the face
Typical
to
hard-working Hufflepuff.
J.K. Rowling.
Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared! Merlin's beard!
Cool.
The flames make the pyre
This is
sink.
uncharted territory.
I was just thinking, it looks like it's a bucket of coal. There we go.
Yes, how beautiful!
Indeed.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Magic.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. how does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Alright, so we have officially figured out how the Trials of Merlin work. Okay. So, I guess, in these woods here, there should be plenty of spiders that we can dodge. And then we can go back to the classroom and learn a new spell. And then I'm going to have to call it for this episode.
You're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Cool. Okay, so let's make our way up into the forest. But yeah, it's just because, like, I'm trying to keep to about an hour to an hour and 10-ish as far as our episodes go, because that's about how much time each of the main quest segments take. But I figured I'd complete a little bit more in this one, just because going to a couple classes and then signing off would not have been a very exciting episode. Hello? Things? Is there anything I can smack? With fire, possibly? I feel like I'm just aimlessly running. But we'll figure it out eventually. We'll get over there. Whee! So this stuff is called Moonstone, and it's going to be used eventually for the Room of Requirement. It's necessary in order to do some of the things in there.
When I see one.
Let's start this. Okay, so there are bundles of rocks that are glowing, and there are circles with circle holes in them. So I'm gonna do Accio. Bring them over. Hey. Cool. That's one down. Oh, there's another. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Cool, those ones snap too. And you can use Revelio to figure out if there are any more. I thought. Usually you can. Here, let me collect these guys. Hello, Merlin trial. You've grown those. Is there another one over here? Aha! There it is. Last one. There's the balls that I need to grab. Boink. There we go. Okay.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Merlin trial accomplished. It's our first non-guided one. Cool. And this unlocks more space for weapons in your bag, your inventory. So let's go ahead and go challenges. So there's that. And dueling feats. Let's go exploration. Aha. Claim reward. So now it adds inventory expansion. I don't know if it's just like a row or how much it is, but we have more. Whew. Alright. Now, let's actually find things to kill. So, up there should be spiders. Theoretically. What is that? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. We'll figure it out in a little bit. That is a big thing. Okay, so there should be spiders right here. You see a little... Yes. Hello? Can I dodge you? Come on. smack me. You know you don't wanna. Woo! Tiny little monster. Crap! I got distracted by the tiny spider. Okay, so we officially... Crap! That did not work the way I wanted it to. There we go. Spiders are extremely sensitive to fire in this game, just like in real life. Okay, and then we can come over here. Is there anything I should burn this for? Hey! Boink! And then... It says there are spiders behind me, but I don't see them. Oh. Oh, this person's still alive. There you go, really? Whoop! Ow. Tiny little nuisance. Get out of my way. Whoa! No. Stupid tiny spider. Can you kindly not? Thank you.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you?
Bruh. That was a mistake. I just saved your frickin' life, bro. Okay, well, now we can go back and do the whatchamacallit class. There we go. Oh, I'm flustered. I'm not a fan of spiders. I like snakes. I have 7 snakes. I even have a bearded dragon and a cat and dog and a bird and a bunch of different kinds of geckos. But the one thing that I really don't like are spiders. That will probably always be the case. I can't get to that. Okay, let's go downstairs and go wait for Defense Against the Dark Arts to start. I'm being saluted by living statues. That is kind of creepy. Okay. Let's come up here and wait. Advance time by accessing the map and pressing F. Yes. Cool. It's daytime. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's go.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
Woohoo!
Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Cool. It's our second damage and disarming spell. Awesome.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Well, I can show you how it works real quick. This one. There we go.
You seem to have the right end of the
Cool.
stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Alright. So, that being said, this is going to be the end of episode 5. And I had a lot of fun today. I mean, we got to do a couple more different classes. We watched Gareth Weasley explode his potion. And we got to go down to Lower Hogsfield and talk to Natty and save a little old lady from becoming Ashwinder meat. So, all that said, I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!